Before we get into the video, this is a sound I'm going to show you how to make. This sound has been popularized by artists like Illenium, Louis the Child, Flume, and the Chainsmokers. It gives that intense euphoric feeling that a lot of people seem to like, which you might want people to feel when they listen to your music. The secret behind this sound is layering. You have different synthesizers playing the same notes, but you want to be intentional about which sounds you pick. I find it helps to think about singing in a choir. In a choir, no two voices sound the same, but when sung together, they harmonize and create a full sound that people really like. This is the principle behind this style of electronic music. But instead of multiple different voices, we have multiple different synthesizers. As a result, you get a similar feeling that someone might get when they sit in a cathedral and hearing a choir sing. To make this sound, I use 3 steps. I write the chords, I design the synths, then I automate the volume. To write the chords, I start with one note that I like, and then experiment with adding another until I find one that fits. I do this again until I have 5 or 6 notes per chord, and I do this all by ear, just based on what I like. For designing the sound, you can use almost any synthesizer, whether that's Serum, Silent One, Nexus, but I use Vital, which is free to download if you don't have it, and I can leave a link in the description. I use mostly saw waveforms with 16 voices and some detune. Then I design other synths that are fairly similar, but have something unique about them. They might have square waveforms instead of saw. They might have a lot of detune or a little detune. They might have a pitch bend LFO on them. These synths don't have to sound perfect on their own. They're just meant to add character to the overall sound. I also add a sub bass and respace that only plays the bass notes of the chord. Lastly, we have volume automation. This step isn't really necessary. There are many songs that sound great with just the chords sidechained to a kick. But in a lot of feature-based songs, the chords have their volume automated to give them a rhythm. And I did this by just routing all the synthesizers into a mixing bus, adding fruity balance, and automating the volume into a pattern that I liked. And that gives you this sound. So if you want to produce a song that gives people that euphoric and full feeling, one way is to think about layering synthesizers, like choirs layer voices. If you like this video, consider subscribing and leaving a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this style.